All right, guys, welcome back to this podcast. So today we're going to be looking at this series, facts that you should know about woman, or facts you should know about every woman. So as a man, it's very, very important that you know the following facts about women. You see, when it comes to relationship and dating, there are some things that you must know about the female gender, and not until you know those things, your dating life, and even when you eventually get married, you think that these things are heavily complicated, or you think that woman cannot be understood. You see, a woman is a woman, and all women have almost all characteristics, whether in the East, whether in the West, whether in the North, be she a black woman, be she a white woman, be she a Caribbean, be she an Asian person. They have some unique characteristics about them. However, it is upbringing and societal influence that now reduce how much of those effects they will exhibit when it comes to relationship. So based on such, let's go into the following and see some of these items that we're talking about. You see, number one on the list is that women are teachable. That means they are leadable. You can lead them, and it is how you want them to be that they will end up becoming. What does this mean? You see, if you lead her and convinces her that with all possible reasons that this thing is bad, don't do this thing, on the long run, she will continually ensure that thing that you have convinced her that is not good, she will ensure that she does not do such thing. This is because you have given her evidence is beyond reasonable doubt as to why she should not do that particular thing. So there is no way she will continue doing that particular thing. So that is how women, that's number one. In other words, you can teach her and even convince her about things that are not true. Now, I'm not saying you should go and convince your woman about things that are not true, telling her that she's true. I'm just telling you how a woman is and how best you can make her for yourself. So she's teachable. That means a woman is like a clay, and you, the man, you are like a potter. You are like the potter or the clay man who will mold it into any shape you actually want it to be. And the younger she is, the easier it will be for you to mold it. That means in the case of clay, it is the softer the clay, the more it will be what? The more it will be easier for that potter to have a very dynamic and fantastic shape or object being molded out of that particular clay. So that is how women are. And if we also proceed forward, like I said, that the younger she is, the better it will be for you to mold her. Now, not just that the younger she is, another thing under how young she is, how the number of relationships she has been will also help you in molding her effectively to your own taste. Now, what does this mean? For everybody who comes into her life as a relationship or to date her, this person comes with some group of philosophies that they will actually throw at her. So that means as before, if you are not the first person, maybe you are the fifth. If you are the fifth or you are the 10th person, that means you have a philosophy of the past 9 persons that dated her to compete with and overcome before you can actually win her over to your side. That's what you must understand about women. So it's the reason why the lesser number of people she has dated, the easier it will be for you to lead her, for you to be able to mold her into a person that you desire, or into a person that you want her or you intend her to be. So number 2, every woman, you see, number 2 is very number 2 might sound somehow, though a lot of women dispute this number 2, but it's a fact, and I must tell you for free that every of them desire to have it. You see, every woman prays to get married someday. Every woman prays to get married someday. No matter how influential and rich, educated or whatsoever that she can be, she prays to get married someday. This means that even if she already owns a PhD now and she has enough money now, she has a strong desire to get married someday. With strong desire to have a husband that she can call her own, or a man that is a man in her life that she can call her man. So that's one of the facts about women. Then the next thing is women don't sow where they won't reap. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that if a woman is giving a goat to you, I use goat because I want to explain something. If a woman is giving a goat to you, she's expecting a lion. That means they don't give anything. Women don't give anything free, whether in relationship or not. They don't give anything for free. Whatever thing that they are giving out, they are expecting a bigger or a higher return from that thing that they are giving out to you, being you are their brother, you are their boyfriend, you are their husband. They don't give with the aim of not reaping in the future or reap some other time coming. Whatever thing they will give to you, they have a strong intention to get a profit or a higher percentage of that thing that they are giving to you in the future. So women don't sow in what they will not reap from in the future. That means they don't invest in where they don't do investment in where will not yield a higher return. If that place will give little or no return, women don't invest in it. And same is applicable to relationship. Then the next thing is that the next fact, number 3 fact, is that, okay, let me use this number 3 fact now to the number 4, because we've taken 3, so let's take number 4. Let me use it now to buttress the number 2 fact. Marriage is the greatest achievement of every woman. Yes, it's their greatest achievement. You see, study how the countenance of women during their day of marriage. Now, what I'm saying, I'm not talking about those who are doing it for social media charity. No, that's not what I'm saying. When a woman is getting married, she is super excited because she now believes that her social status has changed. You see, a man might still be accorded the same level of respect that he should be accorded even while he's single. But when a woman is single, there are some kind of respect that she cannot earn because they see her as this woman cannot submit to authority. So there are some kind of respect and privileges that she cannot be given. There's little protection given to her by society. But you see, the moment a woman is married, all protection, all form of protection and security is given to her by society, especially when her husband is not there or her husband is not around. They've seen her that this woman, she's a married person. They will accord her all respect that is accruable to a married woman. So that's one thing you must really understand, as the reason why they see marriage as one of their greatest achievements. Then number 6 fact rather. You see, number 6 is also a very dicey one, which a lot of people might argue, but again, it's a fact. Is that there is no difference between a girl and a woman. Well, yes. You see, why is there no difference between a girl and a woman? You see, a girl has everything a woman has, just that maturation or time is what those things that the girl has is waiting for to manifest or to come into limelight. That's the only thing. It is only time that it's waiting for before it will show expression. Okay, so let me explain this. You see, when you date a young lady, or you have maybe few young ladies around you, maybe friends or acquaintances, family members, or just business associates, ask them some few questions. Then ask a woman who is in her 40s. Maybe this question should be that it can cut across this thing. Discover that you find generic answers from what? From you find unique answers from the responses, both classes of the feminine gender will actually give to you. So this is the reason why you should know that a woman will prefer a girl is not different from a woman. Then number 7, I think this number 7 is where we draw the curtain here. My lights are actually going dim already. I've actually been on one podcast before I came for this, but I've actually been on one podcast before I came to this one. So my devices, they are running down really bad. So another one fact that you must actually know, this is what in fact, it is not no woman in fact, every woman uses this particular number 7 as a weapon. And what is this? What is that? Every woman is a manipulator. Yes, all women are manipulative. All women. In fact, manipulative is an understatement. Women are very manipulative, and emotional blackmail and gaslighting is their strongest tool when dealing with men. And when they intend to conquer that man, they use emotional manipulation, emotional blackmail, and gaslighting. Those are the strongest two they use to get men into submitting to them. So it's the reason why, if you are a man and you intend to win in this game, just like in this game of relationship, because relationship is a game, it is the smartest that win. And it's the reason why you, being the man, you should be the smartest, because you are the leader. So if the leader is not the smartest and the follower or the subject become the smartest, you discover that follower will become automatically the leader, and the leader will lose its place and relevance. You should learn about manipulation. You should learn about how women manipulate, so that when you are about to be manipulated, especially on issues that warrants you not to accept, you should know when you are being manipulated and refuse those manipulation. Now, when I say manipulation, there is good manipulation, there is bad manipulation. Now, let me use a good instance as this. Let's assume you are in a relationship. maybe not yet married, and maybe your woman is telling you that, please, this your source of income. Your source of income is good, but as we are growing, and when we get married, we start having kids. That means the expenditure or the expenses of the household will increase. Try and get a higher job or a more high-paying job. That is a good manipulation. It is not a bad manipulation. So she wants the best for you, but indirectly she also wants the best for herself. Now, why is it that she wants the best for you and also wants the best for herself? You see, if you get that higher job that she is actually compelling you to go in for, you will be the first recipient. But she now will be, don't you know that they will be addressing her as that man that works with so agency, that man that works with that particular parastatal, that man that owns that company, that man that owns that business. Yes, this don't you know that man's wife? This wife, yes, is that man's wife. So she wants to earn that credit. You understand? Then on the other hand, she also wants her kids. Her kids will also be an extension. Her kids, which are also your kids, will also be an extension of that social status. So you see where she is now. But you see, that manipulation is actually a positive manipulation. I'm not against that kind of manipulation. But the kind of manipulation that you should understand is this. It's the kind of manipulation whereby she wants to get her way. Maybe she wants to convince you to do what will be at your detriment, or be against your values, what will be against what you stand for. So when a woman starts giving you this kind of thing, you should be very careful of it and not take it lightly. Try to cut it off. Try to shun it as early as possible. This kind of manipulation is the kind of manipulation that you should not fall for as a man. A negative kind of manipulation. Then emotional blackmail. Emotional blackmail is when she knows she's wrong. Emotional blackmail and gaslighting is this. She knows she's wrong. She knows she has done something wrong, but she does not want to admit. She wants to create the impression that you are the one who is wrong here, so that you end up being the one that will beg her, instead of she being the one that will beg you for doing something wrong or something bad against you. Okay, let's assume, for instance, maybe you caught her be communicating with other men, and you confronted her that why will you be talking with other men? Maybe especially in a way that is not in line with a lady or a woman who is supposed to be in a relationship. Maybe they are making some kind of statements that are not modest or that are not befitting for a woman who is supposed to be in a relationship, or for a woman who is not supposed to be in marriage. Okay, let me use for instance now. They are sending pictures or videos to each other. Maybe she's sending such to a man, and you found out and you confronted her. Instead of her to admit, she kind of like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Me sending, why, how? No, my phone was hacked. I told you the other time that my phone was hacked and you didn't say anything. I told you my this was this. I told you my phone was hacked, that people are using my phone to what? To people have hacked my social media account and they are using it to do all kind of things. I even sent you a message of this thing, and you said you were going to look into it, but you failed to look into it. You will now begin to question yourself. Is this how? How did you tell me that your phone was actually, and I didn't actually do anything? How was that possible? You will not you will be doubting yourself. If such ever happened and you didn't what? and you didn't do anything about it, you begin to what? You begin to doubt yourself. So in that kind of scenario or situation now, you will discover that you will be lost. You'll be lost and you'll be confused. You wouldn't know what to do. You now begin to, so your phone was this, your phone was that. So instead of you now being the winner, you become the loser, and you what? And you start begging what? You start begging her that she should please, she should forgive you, she should this, she should that, and just like that. And before you look, she has what? Scaled her way through. And emotional blackmail now is that, again, in another way, maybe she's wrong, she does what she was supposed to do, and you confront her, and what, instead of her admitting, she starts crying. Maybe she cried for a whole day. The next day she continued crying. She refused to eat. She refused to take her bath. By the time she cried for maybe straight 2 days, and when she discovers that you are not around, she will sneak to go get food. And after she gets food, she eats, make herself very comfortable. Then she knows that you are about to appear in the scene or the scenario. He goes back. She goes back to pretend to create the scene of crying again, so that to make it look as if that she was really guilty. No, she's just she wants you now to start begging her that you placed her in that condition of crime. You understand? So that's a form. In fact, that's one of their strongest form of emotional blackmail. They want it to look as if you are strongly against them. You want to look as if you are an enemy against them. So that is one. These are 7 of the reasons that 7 out of the numerous I'll be discussing in this particular series of facts you should know about every woman that you should know. This is just the part 1. Watch out for part 2, watch out for part 3, and watch out for part 4. I'm Moses, and I'm from Deficit Podcast, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.